funny. I was just talking earlier today about how when you've lived your life being JD Wiegand for 24 years, it's really hard to change it to Pastor JD Wiegand. But either way, I'm enjoying it as it's going right now. So guys, I am the new youth pastor of the Freedom Center. Interesting that tonight is my very first standalone night being the youth pastor, and all my kids are down there while I'm here. So it just feels weird to me, but it's a great first night, you know? So guys, what is Foundation Youth Movement? You see, that is the youth ministry here at the Freedom Center. And rather than trying to tell you about it, I thought it'd be best for me to show you exactly what it is.
I close my eyes and colors fly. There's no hiding from your grace. I can't deny your heart for mine, and it's unrelenting chase. I was on the edge of deception, caught up in my own hesitation, until your love took over me. So I let go and I let love show me life like it's supposed to be. On a oasis, here awaits us all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive. When I let go, then I find life. When I let go, then I find life. When I let go, then I find.
So everything that you just saw right there was paying homage to the man who came before me. That's Pastor Jason McKay. Pastor Jason McKay, you can clap for him. He served Freedom Center Youth very, very well for, I believe, 22 years, was a youth pastor here on staff for 18 years. And I'm just thankful to him that he allowed me to take the torch from him and begin carrying on what it is he created. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for him and for leaders like him. So guys, there's going to be things that we're founding youth on, and I believe there are two things that God puts priority on above everything else, and that is number one, prayer, and number two, relationship. Prayer is communication with God, developing a relationship with Him, and allowing Him to influence your life and allowing Him to influence the world around you through that communication. Relationship is relationship with each other, and we believe there are three steps to relationship when it comes to being in youth. First, you must belong. You must feel like we love you, like we care for you, like we believe in you. Whether you believe in the same things we do or not, we believe in you as a person. Number two, we believe that you must believe after you feel like you belong. You believe in the same things we do. You believe in that, like Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, that He died on the cross, was resurrected again for you. And finally, we believe after that you should begin to behave the way that Christians do. But ultimately, we want everything to go in that order, that you feel like you're loved first, then that you feel like you believe the same way that we do, and finally, you begin behaving the same way we do. What you see in these pictures right here are pictures of what happened since I found out I was going to be the next youth pastor at the Freedom Center. All of these are between May and, basically last week, except for the one in the bottom right. But you see, here's the goal. It's prayer. It's relationships. It's with people. In the blue, you'll see youth conventions. You'll see 20 kids who went out together to develop deeper relationships with each other and learn how to pray with each other. In the green, you'll see leaders taking students out to go ice skating. In the red, you'll see Josh Kippy, who has been saved for less than a year, getting baptized. In the orange, you'll see students hanging out at Michigan's Adventure. In the pink, you'll see what we like to call the never-ending Oreo, because there's a black person, then a white person, then a black person, then a white person, and as it goes around the circle, it's just a never-ending Oreo. And then finally, in the purple, you'll see why it is that I'm standing here, and that's because of the relationships that I've forged all along the way. March Madness is going to be happening next week. Everything that we're doing with March Madness is around prayer and relationships, specifically our awards that we're going to be awarding. It's no longer gifts like, here's the longboard, go have fun. It's like, here's a night out. We want to take you to go to Sagano's and Uncle Ray's, or we're going to an escape room, or we're going to different things that is all going to revolve around us being more relational with them. Also, services are only going to be a half hour long, and game time is going to be an hour long, because we want to have buy-in to these students' lives as we're helping them. If I had a founding verse, it would be this, Matthew 18:20. For where two or three gather in my name, there am I with them. And also, if I had a founding quote, this would be it. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And at Foundation, we believe that leadership be helping carry people far. And if you want to talk to me afterwards, I'd love to talk to you about being in leadership with us. Time, baby, let's go!